I'll go really long. Hello. Welcome everyone to O3 Sessions. This is a Thursday night situation down here at Space Academy. We present a lot of different music, but the general vibe is that it's original and improvised music. So a bit of jazz, bit of, lots of different stuff down here. We run 24 gigs each year, so, more or less every second week. And, if this is your first time coming down here, welcome. If you like this kind of music, you know where to come next time. Hello to everyone who is watching online. We also live stream these concerts. We've got 3 cameras around the room, so if you particularly enjoy it tonight, you can even go back and watch it again on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. About the band tonight, Glyn MacDonald. He's a fantastic keyboard player, piano player. We're very lucky to have him here in Christchurch. I feel bad, and I'm going to apologise to Glyn publicly, because we had to move this date a couple of times throughout the year. I can't remember when it was booked for originally, but as it happens when you're booking gigs, oh, this artist's coming to town, but they can only do this date. Can we move you? And then the venue said, oh, we really need this date for another artist, and it's like, oh, Glyn, can we move it again? And then I think there was even a third time we had to move it. So I'm really sorry, but I'm glad we got it in, snuck it in before the end of the year. And it's going to be really fantastic. The band's sounding awesome, and it's great to have you all here. So please put your hands together for this wonderful band, Glyn MacDonald and the Quartet.
December, right? So everyone's really tired. So hopefully we can warm everybody up and get some things going on in the room, right? Anyway, I'm Glyn. It's a four-letter word. My kids remind me that all the time. So I'm Glyn. A lot of the music you're hearing is my fault, so if you don't like it, that's okay. But hopefully you do. That song was called 161, which is like it took me 1 year, 6 months, and 1 day to write. And it's subtitled A Long Time to Think. And the music you're going to hear tonight was taken to the Beijing Jazz Festival with a quartet. I'm from Perth, so I had a quartet from Perth. We went to the Beijing International Jazz Festival. And I'll tell you a bit more of that story because it's a very interesting story. But before I do that, please welcome on the stage Mr. James Lawton on the tenor saxophone. Woo! On the drums. This man needs no introduction, but I will anyway. Jono Blackie on the drums. And my bro, Mr. Luke Belcher on the bass. I can see there's lots of Luke Belcher fans in the audience. That's very good. He's a good bloke. We're very lucky to have him as a teacher. As you can see, he can play his ass off, so that's also good. We're going to do another. This next song is called Chasing After Monk. And yeah, so I love Thelonious Monk. He's just a phenomenal composer and phenomenal original person in general. There's a great book called Thelonious Monk, The Great American Original. So that's a good book to read. It's about this thick. If you like jazz history, it's a really good one. Anyway, here we go. This is called Chasing After Monk. Some beautiful solos. James Lawton on saxophone. Beautiful solo bass. Belcher. So that song was called Early Morning Song, and I said earlier that I'm from Perth, Australia, and I used to go down to the far south, west coast in Albany, where I grew up. And I've got a friend who has a beautiful home overlooking the bay with a beautiful big grand piano, and he used to let me go there, and I could write music, and that's Early Morning Song. That's exactly what it's like in Albany. You know, early morning, you know, kangaroos in the paddock, whatever, right? Beautiful. So I took a band, a quartet, same instrumentation as this, to Beijing, and we were playing at the Beijing International Library concert hall, which sounds weird, but it's a really big concert hall. So it's somehow attached to a library in Beijing. Everything in Beijing is enormous if you've been there. So yeah, we weren't expecting much, but suddenly there was this massive auditorium. So we sat in the back, and there was a band from Spain, a vocal band, like a vocalist, piano, cajon, like percussionist, and they were really good, I thought, but they were getting bombed. Like, they were singing, and it was beautiful stuff, but people were like, very golf claps, you know. And it was a big room full of a lot of people, and they were like, not digging it at all. I was going, wow, we're going to bomb out. We don't have a vocalist, we're playing instrumental jazz, and no one knows, and we're from Australia, so I thought Spanish people were way more interesting than Australian people. So anyway, we got on stage, and we had a handler, because the government, Beijing government gives you a handler. His name was Terry. I know, come on, that's pretty funny. You can laugh. Terry the handler from China. A great guy. Anyway, I said to him, man, we're gonna have to communicate with people. So I told them, you know, that I went down to the South Coast and I wrote this music and what the South Coast looks like. And each song I talked about the inspiration behind the song, right? So, you know, that song I explained what I was looking at the time, and people started to like get on the edge of their seat and like listen, because I was talking and obviously Terry was translating, and people were really interested in what we were about to do and how we were going to do it. And so I explained a little bit about what we were about to do. You know, what we're doing here is interacting with each other and, you know, that kind of stuff. I didn't talk too much, but I talked a little bit just to give them an in, because jazz can sometimes seem like a very strange, chaotic music, but when you peel it back, it's actually just a bunch of people trying to have a conversation at the same time, and it can sometimes seem chaotic, but it's not. It's supposed to be symbiotic and synergetic, right? There's some words for your next quiz night. At any rate, so I'll tell you the next part of the story after this song. So this is called Where Your Treasure Is, and it features the fantastic Mr. Belcher on bass. So we got on stage, and we were feeling pretty worried because the crowd was like pretty low actually. They weren't really into the jazz thing, and what we've been told prior to the gig was that jazz wasn't a big thing in China. So anyway, we played their first song, and people they clapped okay, but then after the initial introduction about who we were, where we're from, how I wrote the music, people started to get into it, and then like it just started to like ramp up. Every song we got more and more and more applause, which is kind of a cue for tonight. And that was so subtle, Glyn. No one noticed that you wanted more. No, it's okay, I'm joking. You guys have been lovely, by the way. Very warm and listening. We appreciate it so much. But anyway, by the end, we actually got a standing ovation, which it was great, right? Phenomenal. There's nothing like that, right? When people say, that was so good, I want to stand up and ask you to do some more, right? That's the best compliment a musician can get. Well, I had to race off stage and get some more music because we didn't have anything else on stage, right? So I grabbed this song, chucked it on and said, hey, this is our last song. And anyway, they stood again and clapped. Anyway, I spoke to the guy who brought us over, and he said that never happens, not even for like famous operatic Chinese singers. It's just not a cultural thing to do a standing ovation. So whatever we did, whatever the stories were, how they captured people, maybe that was what it was, because I like to tell people that this music comes from a place of love, whatever, right? That song actually is about the scripture that says, where your heart is, there your treasure will be also, right? So for me, like family, friends, not money, right? Not things, but people, right? They're the most important thing to me, and so that's what that song's about. It's about the wellspring of the encouragement and love you get from people, from good attachments and friendships, right? That get you through the hard times. So that's what that song's about, in case you're wondering. Okay, this song's just pure fun, just a swing song. It's called City Lights. I guess it sounds like City Lights. This is from my Vancouver era, where I could see the city from where I was staying, up in the mountains, and this is what it looked like to me. Well, first I want to say thank you so much for coming out on the 4th of December. Thank you very much. Thank you to Jimmy and the O3 and for having us. Such a great initiative, and yeah, it's good to see that jazz is still all good, 2025. Can you please thank these people for playing my music, which is always a privilege. James Lawton on saxophone. Jono Blackie on the drums. Mr. Belcher on the bass.
MacDonald on tenor.
What a weird name, Glyn MacDonald. It's a Welsh first name and a Scottish last name. What are my parents thinking? Anyway, in New Zealand when you say, what's your name? I say Glyn, I say Glyn. So I get the sound, but that's all right. I say it's good, we'll go with that. Or I get Glenn. It's like Glenn with a Y. Anyway, it's a tough name to have, trust me. We're going to finish. This is our last song. This is called Tokyo at Night. I took my family to Tokyo, and this is what it felt like. I'm glad you came, and I hope you had a good time, and Merry Christmas. so much. James Lawton, Jono Blackie, good Belcher, and Glyn. Thank you so much. Have a great Christmas. Hope to see you again another time. Thank you.